Okay, so we're going to show you how to set up a website under your web hosting account. So this is a website for something that's under your personal hosting plan. To do that, you go to Eleven2's website, type in your username and password. It's going to log you into what they call the Eleven2 brain. It's your dashboard where you can submit tickets, you can see all your domain names and your reseller accounts. This is your personal account management screen. Now when you're in here on the dashboard panel, the first screen that comes up when you log in, you're going to see one or two buttons. If you just have a regular hosting account, you're going to see this button here that says cPanel. If you have a reseller's account, you're going to see cPanel and WHM login. So for your personal account, we're going to go to your cPanel login, which is going to take us right to your cPanel. Now I already have a WordPress site installed on my main domain, so first I'm going to set up a subdomain under epicdesignlabs.com. If you're setting this up on your main domain, then this is something that you can just skip. Okay, so I'm going to go to I went to subdomains here under domains in the cPanel, and I'm going to click on, let's see, what's the name for a subdomain? Sample subdomain.epicdesignlabs.com. So that's the domain that we're going to use to install a WordPress account. Give it just a second here for them to create the subdomain in the back end. Okay, you can see that it was created. I didn't pause the video, so that was real time. Next, we're going to go back into the cPanel by clicking on Home. I know there's a lot of stuff in here, and you can see that their cPanel is super full featured. I guess while we're looking at this, there are a couple things in here that I have seen missing from lesser hosting accounts cPanels. One of which is the Advanced DNS Zone Editor. I've seen a lot of hosting places disable the ability to get to that. That bugs me a lot because I'm able to configure my own DNS settings, so they should just give me access to that. You can see that they have a lot of mail features, and then they do have a very full Softaculous installer with tons and tons of stuff in here. It's got a lot more programs that you can install than just what's showing here once you get into Softaculous. I've seen other hosting accounts actually charge you extra to get Softaculous as an upgrade to your cPanel, which is just silly. So Softaculous is awesome. To install WordPress, all you do is click on WordPress. It takes you into the Softaculous launcher. Okay, so it says you currently have some installations, which if you haven't installed any, you're not going to have this. All you're going to do is click install at the top, and it's asking you, okay, which domain do you want to install this on? So I'm going to install it on the subdomain that we just put in here, sample subdomain.epicdesignlabs.com. The next thing that it asks you is, what directory do you want to put this in? So if you leave this by default, it's going to put it in the directory WP. So the address of your WordPress site will be sample subdomain.epicdesignlabs.com/WP. in this situation. I don't want the subfolder, so I'm going to just delete that out, and now it's going to install it on the main domain. You can leave your database name and your table prefix the same. You can set your site name and site description now, or you can do that later in the WordPress admin panel. You can go ahead and set up a username and password for your admin user on WordPress, and go ahead and type in your email address, and it will email you the details when it gets all set up. And then all you have to do is click install. And you're going to see here how fast it is to install this using the Softaculous. Well, I guess I need to scroll up. You can see it's cranking. I have the timer going. That was 9 seconds. 9-second install on this. Now, I was previously on GoDaddy. GoDaddy was about 10 minutes to install it. Plus, if you had to create a subdomain or something like that, anything with a DNS, you're usually waiting another 10 or 15 minutes on that. And so what I was finding is that a lot of times when I went to create a WordPress account, it would be half an hour before I could actually click on it and get into it. Whereas with this, you can see 10 seconds later, it's up and available for me, which is fantastic. Eleven2 is very nice, and that's how you set up a WordPress account on the single host license. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and click like, and then click the link below to sign up for our newsletter, where we'll send you guides, reviews, and how-tos directly to you, as well as our free guide on how to make money with your WordPress site.